Hello viewers, today I'm out on the Surron. I'm going to take it for a ride to a place called Horoji Temple, and it's out in the country and just up in the mountains. I haven't used the Surron for quite a while, so I thought I'd take it out and try it in this good weather today. It's beautiful weather today, no clouds in the sky. So my Surron's got the battery fully charged. It's a 70 amp hour battery, so it's quite a huge battery. It's more than the equivalent of what's in the Super Soco. The Super Soco has two batteries, each 32 ampere hour each, so that gives a total of 64 ampere hours. But this is actually one battery, and it's a 70 ampere hour battery. And also, too, the actual Surron itself is half the weight of the Super Soco. It's only 60 kilograms. Having said that, though, it's twice the power. So my own feeling, or my own experience with the Surron, is that it definitely goes a heck of a lot further than the Super Soco does. The mid-engine motor is much more efficient. So yeah, it's much better. I've got the road tyre configuration on the Surron today. Last week I took it off-roading and I had my off-road tyres on, 21 inch at the front, 19 inch at the back with motocross tyres, but I cleaned the bike up and switched to the 19s and 19s front and rear with road tyres. It's definitely a different beast when you put road tyres on it. I think it's quite a fun bike to ride in this configuration. Time-wise, I don't expect it to take too long today. It's probably about a 40-minute ride. But as I said before, most of it is in sort of fairly country road areas. One short stretch of high speed, wide main road, and then we're back off, and it's called the Horinji Parkway, so it's like a road that takes us up to the top of the mountain where the temple is. So that's the plan. We're just climbing in altitude at the moment. I'm just coming down from my mountain up to the top of this one to cut across. It's like a shortcut across the mountains to get to where we're going today. We're just coming up to the top of the mountain here. We're just going to cross over the crest of the hill, crest of the mountain. This is the highest part. We're on the other side. Today I'm running the O-ring chain with my 54 tooth sprocket. The best configuration on a Surron that I've found, with all different sizes of sprockets and power settings and so on, but the best sprocket that gives you the best range is a 58 tooth sprocket. I found that larger you get less range, and smaller you get less range, so it seems to be the sweet spot where it gives you enough torque to be able to decrease the load on the motor and battery. So it's a good combination. But this is more or less my road configuration. You get a little bit more top speed with the 54 tooth, although with this controller that I have on this Surron, I can actually program the field weakening. So it's just opened up here onto a valley. Nice sunshine here, a bit of a break from inside the forest road that I was just riding on. Let's have a look. I'll show you what sort of speed we can do on the Surron. We'll get it up here. Acceleration is really good. I'm doing, yeah, I can easily do 80. I have to slow down for this corner. And that's due to the field weakening on this. I mean, I could sit on 80 until the battery went flat. There's no problem at all on the Surron. There's loads of power. I do have the ability to program the motor power, and I've got this set on the lowest setting at the moment. It's not eco mode, but it's fairly low, and even in the lowest setting it's still very powerful. This new battery, the 70 amp hour, I can have a continuous supply of 225 amps continuous power to the controller, and I can have 550 phase amps of AC power to the motor. But it's less than half of that today. I've just got it programmed just for a standard sort of ride setting. That's something which I find with the Super Soco quite disappointing. You can't program anything yourself at all. Power characteristics, or if any field weakening or anything like that. It's just a shame. Most of the modern gasoline, petrol motorcycles that you buy that have Bluetooth connection, you can do programming. I don't understand why they don't allow that on the Super Soco. On this bike at the moment I have my dynamic braking or regenerative braking turned off. It's much better for road configuration without any regen braking at all. In my opinion, regen braking is just a marketing hype. It just doesn't work unless you've got a hill that's, you know, 50 kilometers down. You're never going to charge your battery. So it's just a waste of time. And then the fact that it brakes, it slows the bike down when you decelerate, means that you have to accelerate to get back up to speed each time, and that takes more power out of your battery than what actually goes back into it. So I have it switched off, and I find I can actually get at least 10 kilometers, probably more range out of the bike that way without any regen braking. I'll sneak in behind them. You can get a look at what bikes they have today. Let's see what they've got. We'll go around this way, this way. Oh, there's an NSR 250, two-stroke. Nice bike. Nice smell as well. Just up here I'll be turning off this road and then heading up the mountain. This route takes us through these very small Japanese onsens or bathhouses, and a lot of tourists go there to relax on the weekends and so on. This area is quite famous for that sort of thing. Okay, I'm just going to turn. I'll follow this car here. Turn left. Over the bridge. Up here's the parkway, Oranji-san Parkway. This is a perfect road for the Surron. Nice tight corners and no traffic, and yeah, it's really smooth. It's excellent. Especially up hills, that's something that I don't like about the Super Soco, is just how gutless it is going up steep hills. Absolutely no power at all, no torque. Whereas this has plenty of power. I'm barely touching the accelerator and it's pulling me up easily. I think that's, you know, just being spoilt because of the mid-engine. I've got gearing and I can play with the sprocket sizes and so on. Get a good combination of torque versus speed, and it makes a heck of a difference instead of the hub motor. Gozaimasu. Yo. 電動バイク。電動マウンテンバイク。珍しいです。はい。1000円お願いします。はい。はい、ありがとうございます。Okay, so we've arrived, and I'll just check the range on the actual bike itself. I need to put on my glasses to see that. It's actually on the battery. The actual meter's on the battery. It gives me a very accurate reading. It tells me I have 88% of battery remaining. So I've gone all of that way and I still have 88% left. So these mid-engine bikes are really efficient. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm going to turn off the bike and then we'll go for a walk and we'll go up to the top of the mountain and have a look and see what we can see from there. Okay, thank you. See you again in a minute. Okay, so we're just going to start our walk up to the top of the mountain, and there's a temple up on the top here. We're going to see what it's like today. It says that it's about right up to the top's 15 minutes or 10 minutes. A nice bit of greenery along here as we're walking. Looks very good. Hear the birds in the trees. It's a very nice view here. Just hold up the selfie stick, you can have a look. The valley's right down there. Well, it's a sheer rock face up here. That'd be good for climbing, mountain climbing, if anyone wanted to climb there. You can see the valley down there. It's a great view from here. Spectacular. You can see the temple nestled in the mountain. There's one down the bottom there too. They're everywhere, scattered through the valley. It's a sheer drop down there. Wow. Might just switch cameras for a minute and get a shot with the other camera. So we'll just do a panning view from the top here. It's absolutely magnificent view today. Beautiful sky. See the mountains in the distance. And then if you're moving across here, just almost in front of the camera there now, in the distance you can see there's a temple that's in the forest with the mountains behind it. And then right down the bottom you can see the roof of another temple nestled in amongst the valley. And then way over there, just straight, there's another smaller temple that's just on the very edge of the ridge on the top of the mountain as well. It's really spectacular from up here. Okay, so we'll just continue on our trip along here. Cobblestone walkways all around here. We might go up here, I think. We'll come back to this one on the way. Some lions there. Lions or strange looking dogs. Gozaimasu. Looks like there's a rest area here too. You can admire the view and have a look from here. Spectacular view from here. So we can just have a look at the view from here. We'll just switch the cameras. We'll just do a slow walk around. This is on the very edge of the temple. It's a sort of a rest area for people, and we can have a look at the view from here. You can see the mountains in the distance there. It's very spectacular. It's beautiful. Over here's the temple. Gozaimasu. That was an excellent place there for the view. Very nice view of the valley from there. This is a fantastic workout for your hamstring muscles. Here's the temple at the top. Very beautiful here. It's nestled right inside the middle of the forest here. You can see all the moss growing on top of the pillars here. It's been here for a long time. And then the stairs actually take you back down to the bottom. You'll see the people down here. It's quite far to the bottom. Okay, we're just on our return leg back now. Return journey back home. Luckily it's downhill from here back to the Surron. Yeah, this is the best part, the downhill. Those stairs were a bit of a challenge going up to that temple before, so it's good to actually walk downhill here. I couldn't have chosen a better day today. The temperature's 24 degrees, which is absolutely perfect for the lithium-ion batteries in the Surron. So you get the maximum range around that temperature, or a little bit higher, but around there. Gozaimasu. A lot more people arriving now. Gozaimasu. Here we are, there's the Surron up there, back to where we started from. Okay, here's a quick walk around of the Surron. I have my 54 tooth sprocket like I said before and the O-ring chain, and I've got the Chai battery, 70 amp hour battery, and I've got that with a KO Moto nano controller, which enables me to program the various settings on the bike. And as you can see, I've got my road configuration on at the moment. 19-inch front road tyre, 19-inch rear road tyre. So that's the configuration I like to run when I'm on the road, the road setup. And there we go. Okay viewers, so I just got back to the bike, and what I did notice is that since I was gone for a little while, it gave the chance for the cells in the battery to equalize. So I've actually got 90% range remaining, so I only used up 10% of my battery to get here. So it's absolutely excellent. Once the temperature increases in the day, it's around 24 degrees now, probably hotter sitting here in the sun. It makes a heck of a difference with those lithium-ion batteries. Okay, so I'm just going to head back, and we'll head down the bottom of the mountain now and see how we go with range going back, but I don't see that being a problem whatsoever. It's absolutely excellent. There we go. That certainly was very, very good. Good exercise as well. Good exercise for the hamstring muscles. You don't get a lot of exercise with your legs on the bike, so you do walking around. There's a lot more people coming the other way. We got here reasonably early, so that was good. Gave us a chance to walk around without the crowds. We could film what we liked very easily. Now, as I said, the Surron doesn't have any regen braking or dynamic braking switched on. I can easily turn it on with the Bluetooth to the phone with my program, but it's better just to roll. You can get really nice speed up just rolling. The Super Soco does a good job of that. It doesn't have any dynamic braking, so you're not using any energy at all. You're not putting any back into the battery, but as I said, you need a hill that's, you know, 30, 40, 100 kilometers long before you're going to start to get a serious charge up in your battery. So it makes no difference for the amount of time we're going downhill here. But, yeah, you can just blip the throttle occasionally, and then the rest of you got no hand on the accelerator and you're just rolling down. I will say the Super Soco rolls a lot better. There's a lot less, what's the word? Resistance. There's a lot less resistance on the Super Soco, on the hub motor. But here you've got the chain, the O-ring chain and the sprocket, and then you've got the jack shaft that goes to the motor. This is a nice reasonable speed to sit on, not too slow, not too fast. You can just simply go around the corners, just decelerate, you don't need to hit the brakes. Very nice. For those of you that own a Surron, I recommend getting another set of wheels. They don't have to be expensive ones, even the standard factory ones, and then swap them with road tyres, so then you can have an off-road configuration and an on-road configuration. It only takes about 15 minutes to change both front and back wheels. It's very simple, and then you can really enjoy the road. It's completely different, the feel of the Surron, once you have road tyres on. Smooth around the corners, grips really nice. So this is close enough to our starting place today, and I'm just going to turn around and then we'll check our battery range. Gives you a good indication of how far you can go with a 70 amp hour battery. Let's have a look here. Okay, so I've checked the battery range and it tells me that I've got 60% remaining, so I've used up 40% of the battery on the whole trip today, there and back. On the way back I was going a lot faster. I did chew up a little bit more, but certainly from here to the area that we went to was only 10%, so it was amazing. And I chewed up 30% coming back. So that's what I get for being a, what do you call it, I don't know, a speedster. Anyhow, so yeah, that's the final range there, 60% remaining. And yeah, it was a good run. So here we are at the end of the trip today. We could take the Surron. We could come to this magnificent place with this great view and have a look at the temples. And yeah, the weather's been absolutely fantastic. I'll put the telemetry data up on the bottom of the screen to let you know how many kilometers I could do on the battery. But basically, I think from what I said before, it was 77% from memory to get from where we started to this place. So really good range on that 70 amp hour battery. But yeah, it's good, and I hope that you could enjoy the trip around and have a look at the various little places here in the remote areas in Japan. So I hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.